Teamwork, hard work, pride, determination, and competitive spirit permeated the life and times of the man I am honored to present for induction to the greatest sports Hall of Fame of them all, Coach George Allen. I stand here representing all of the players, both college, professional, who were fortunate enough to play for Coach George Allen. He was the consummate player coach, and he let the world know it. I want to personally thank the Allen family for giving me the opportunity to execute this task. I've been waiting a long time for this one. My experience with George Allen began in 1966 when he was hired to lead the Los Angeles Rams out of the depths of despair. I remember walking into the locker room that first morning and seeing little signs plastered all over the place, little sayings that you might find pasted on a grammar school wall, one-liners that seemed ridiculous. The Rams had not had a winning season since 1958, and we needed a miracle worker, not a school teacher. We all looked at each other and shrugged, but then we met Coach Allen. And that is exactly what we got, a miracle worker of the utmost degree. He drove us to make the most of ourselves, and he made us winners, finishing the season with an 8-6 record, and we learned to love those little sayings of George Allen. How did he do it? Teamwork, hard work, pride, determination, and competitive spirit. Every stop he made, every level of football he coached, he had a winning season using these 5 points that I believe makes a champion. 8-6 was a good beginning, but we wanted more, and more we got. Through George Allen's leadership, 40 men made a total commitment to our coach and to winning. In 1967, his second year with the veteran team, Coach Allen led us to 11-1-2 season, winning the Coastal Division Championship. We won again in 68 and in 69. We won 11 straight games. In fact, George Allen is the only coach in the history of the NFL to have coached 12 years or better and never had a losing season. He taught us that the harder we work, the luckier we got. And boy, did we get lucky. And we stayed that way through his tenure. I recently reread a quote from George, and I remember it like it was heard yesterday. I have told my team, said Coach, that God, family, and football are the 3 most important things in their lives. During the season, football comes first. And we all, George said, should have some leisure. Leisure time is the 5 or 6 hours you sleep each night. Yes, that exemplified George Allen and the ethics he required when you worked for him. The future was now for George Allen, Trader George, as he became known. He needed veteran players to understand his complex system, so he traded every rookie who came his way, much to the dismay of those in the league who was avidly touting the draft. And when he left the Rams and went to the Washington Redskins, he took his over-the-hill gang with him and won again. But he had to win, and he had to win now, and he needed veterans to do it. George Allen's commitment to defense is well known in the world of football, but let it be known that special teams was one of the most important parts of his football machine. Coach Allen was the first to hire a special team coach and insist on open-end practices. And we practiced until we covered every plan and every eventuality, until we did it in our sleep during our leisure time. Oftentimes, it's best to describe someone in their own words. And I can find none better that exemplify Coach George Allen than those words he said. In sports, the only measure of success is victory. We must sacrifice everything to this end. The man who can accept defeat and take his salary without feeling guilty is a thief. I I cannot think of a thing that this money can buy that a loser could enjoy. Fancy cars, clothes, parties, and pretty women are only window dressing. Winning is the true goal. Only the winner is alive. The loser is dead, whether he knows it or not. Coach George Allen may have passed on, but he's not dead. He's a man who never had a losing season, a man who was always true to his dream. Members of the board of directors of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, I, David Deacon Jones, a 22-year member of this hallowed body, present for induction my friend and the best damn coach my teammates and I ever had. Thank you very much.